VTSV Auto. We bringing you all the latest and greatest innovations for your automotive car. Who you need, who you love, who you want. VTSV Auto, baby, let's go. I think it's 2. Yeah, there's 2 panels. Yeah, 1, 2. When we order the quarters, the metal guy that I use, James, he's very informative on a lot of pieces that we have, even the pieces that's not gonna work, but they're close to working. So he told me, he said, hey, Vic, you know, you got 2 different quarters for 2 different years. So we needed a set for a 72, and then we needed a set for a 75. So he says 71 through 73 quarter panels are the same. 74 and 75 are different. So we got a set of each one to open it up to say what's the difference. So as soon as Red got it out, we saw it. It's different. This is the marker light. You see the marker light for one of them doesn't have the indentation. It sits on the outside of it. The marker light on this one, it has the indentation where it's flush. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, this might be the 73, which is what's on D car that we did, as well as this one up front here on Alabama car. This marker light is inset. You know, if you see the difference here versus the one over here, is just basically, it mounts to the outside. So that is the difference between the quarters. I think that's pretty cool to know. Who does it, man? Better than VTSV Auto, man. We got you covered. You got any questions, get us. If you don't see me, ask Justin. If you don't ask Justin, ask Red, man. We do this. So we're also authorized dealer of a lot of parts. You know, I initially, not to go too long, initially got into this line of work from being a car builder myself. I was a customer for 20 years. So, you know, I believe that's my advantage, should say, of understanding the mind state of you guys that's building these cars, the dilemmas and the problems that you guys go through. Also knowing the brands that I want to partner up with. You know, building cars my whole life, you know car stereo brands, you know, rim brands, you know, dream brands that you never had the money for, but now you got the money for it and you can do it, you know, all of that stuff. So I partnered up with a lot of distributors that had the products that I feel like my customers would enjoy and utilize most. So we get all of the top brands, Gel Audio. These subs are kickers. I'm pretty sure you guys heard of Kicker, a real good solid brand that's been around probably as long as I've been alive. But the significance of these kickers are their squares and their shallows. So for the guys with the trucks out there that have the shallow back seats underneath, you still can get big power from a shallow sub. So that's the same thing like the Gel Audio, the W3s, the shallow mounts. These are kicker versions, which give you a little more cone area because they're the squares. So we're gonna try these out in the truck, see what they sound like. We deal with the distributors, so we probably got 30 different companies we can get product from. They don't just deal with Kicker, they have a brand with everybody, you know, pretty much a line card with all of the top companies, and we can get their product. So if you need the car stereo, we have it. If you need the Holley parts, we have it. We've got you covered on all aspects of all customized parts. Not only the work to do it, we could order it, get it in, install it, and have everything done the right way. So I love audio control. I always loved them. They've been around, once again, another 30 plus year company. They were known for processors, equalization, crossovers and stuff like that, you know, when I was a lot younger in my 20s, but now they actually opened up and took their DSP equalization and put it in the amp. So I like to use them for highs and mids because they have the Bluetooth equalization on it to where we can fine tune from an iPad or my Apple phone. I can go ahead and change the parameters and the crossover points equalization, you know what I mean? And then I really like that product. So we get the audio control as well. This is another company. When I was growing up, Rockford Fosgate was my #1 amp brand. Like, still to this day, they have a 2500 amp that don't play no games whatsoever. Like, I really love their quality of stuff. So like I was saying, it's just more of me dealing with, getting familiar with products over time and know, okay, I want to partner with these guys because I know it's going to be something that's going to last. As long as you take care of it like you want somebody to take care of you, it's going to last for the rest of your life. So
these are two sets, okay, right?
Good. Happy holidays. Can dig it. Everybody at Can Dig It signed it. I just really like the look of them. I think it's so clean. You know, you still have the handle, but it's flush, which is where this derived from. If anybody remember welding up the doors where they had, you know, shaved door handles? Well, this is to give you the functionality like a Tesla handle. You still can open it, but it gives you the smoothness of it. So that's definitely a nice look. So we ordered a couple sets. You can get them either chrome or paintable. I always order them chrome. They're more expensive that way, but if we choose to paint them or not, we can. But a lot of times with the chrome, AUTHORIZED Chrome does their chrome too. The same people that did the chrome bumper for D. I found out about that chrome painting company from watching his show. Very nice. You know, the only thing you'll see, like on the Cadillac, you'll only see this. You know, just the handle, which functions such so. So if it's on the car, you push it in the back, and then the front opens, which gives you the functionality of a door handle. But super slick. Now you know you can custom coordinate it. Not only the rims, the steering wheels are now made. A lot of the steering column doesn't accept the 9-bolt bolt up like these steering wheels have, the 9 or the 2. But you have the new steering columns, the I Did It, the Flaming Rivers of the world, that have the new steering columns that have the self-canceling turn signals. Like in the new cars, if you turn your signal on, as long as you make the turn, you don't have to turn it off. On an old car, as long as you make it'll keep turning. Parts, custom. That's what we do here at VTSV Auto. No matter what you want done, come here, let us service your needs, and we'll earn your respect over time. This quarter panel is the passenger side for Mr. Lofton's car that we've been waiting for. So we can go in and finish that side up, get everything welded in nice and strong, and then we can pull it apart. Let Red do exactly what he's did to the Alabama car. He's gonna start with the front clip, work his way back. You obviously, on Mr. Lofton's car, y'all already seen that the doors are etch and prime. We got them hanged on the car, mounted just to double check everything. And then now we can do, once again, the Can Dig It design door handles, do all the body work from the doors forward, front clip, everything complete fit. Then we could snatch, you know, go ahead and put the body, flip it around, do all of the final welds and assembly of the body work of the back half of the car, which is the actual shell. The trunk lid, you know, all of the back part of the car could be done after that. So this is the proportioning valve. Obviously Wilwood as well. They make a nice proportionate valve. You can get it either right or left hand side depending on if you have wheel wear clearance issues. Like on the Cadillac, we had to get it on the right hand side because the master cylinder stuck out so far, and then we're going with Hydro Boost, you know, it's gonna push it further into that wheel well. So we did the right side mount proportionate valve to alleviate that clearance. So they have a left and a right. Most of you guys with the Chevys, you don't have to worry about it. You could use a left hand, but the right hand is the one that I needed for the Caddy. So proportionate valve, just all of them, I like them. They come with all of the hardware, and then you can see in the bag, they got the fittings. You know, you got the fittings that screw right into the proportionate valve, and then you can just, you know, bring it right to whatever lines that you have. So, and you need the proportioning valve because I always know, guys, you guys probably already know this anyway, but your brake is your car stops 70% more on your front brakes than it does your rear, which is why you see somebody with brake kits, they have a 6-piston up front and have a 4-piston in the back. You don't need all of the power that you do in the back that you do up front. And then these adjusted down because even though you might have stronger brakes in the front, you still have strong brakes in the rear too. So this will dial the rear back to kind of give you the control, the pedal feel that you want, where it ain't just locking up every time you hit the brake. It'll have a nice smooth transition to your brake. So that's what the proportionate valve does for me as well. Now we do have the Bear. We showed you the Bear. Bear's a little more expensive as well, but it's a damn good brake kit. One thing I like about Bear, if you remember the one when we installed on TY car, it came completely installed. Everything was on the spindle, ready to go in. That saves you a lot of time, because with a lot of stuff with the Wilwood, we got to put together. And sometimes you might have, 8 hours just assembling it, doing all the wire tying, everything into it that's required to make it work right. So, as you guys know, we are authorized dealer of Wilwood brakes, other braking companies as well, but this is Wilwood Master Cylinder. It's a real good one. I love the black anodized look. A lot of cars are not going away from all of the chrome, heavy chrome underneath. That was early 2000s, late 90s, everything chrome, everything billet. Now they adding instead of using the braided hoses that's like a billet look, they use the black anodized hoses now, which looks pretty good, So we definitely a Wilwood dealer. You guys seen the brakes. The brakes on the Caddy, we went with 15-inch custom-made kit, 6-piston Arrow 6s. You guys know about that. We use Dynalite 14-inch on the Pontiac. Those are a little bit lighter for when you worried about weight and all of that. Everything matters if you're racing. That's still a good brake kit too. Those are bigger brake kits, more power in your engine. On the Monte Carlo, you see we use the factory, pretty much a 12.5-inch kit from Wilwood, a D52 caliber that they pretty much replaces the factory compiler, because those cars in the 70s started to have disc brakes, I believe in 69 or 68. So from that point, you had discs up front, drum in the rear. So they pretty much got a factory replacement kit, which is 12.5 inches. And still get the job done. It's a good kit, clean kit. It's a lot less expensive than the ones I'm telling you about. That's $2,500 for the front versus the 12-inch kit might be $1,100 for the front. So depending on what you need, we don't just give you a cheaper brake kit. If your car can sustain that, and we don't have to go to the 14-inch calibers and rotors, cool. But if you have power adders, twin turbo, obviously, 1,000 horsepower motor, you're gonna want the bigger brakes too. So when we build it, we build all the components of your car, not just put your bigger in there, because if you just put your bigger engine in there, you're gonna blow your transmission. Then if you fix your transmission and your engine working good, and you don't do your rear end, you're gonna blow your rear end out. You gotta fix all of that. That's your drivetrain, engine, transmission, rear end, and your brake components, all comprised of your drivetrain. So we're definitely gonna try to give you what you want. We're gonna just keep bringing you latest and greatest innovative parts that we got. Keep in mind, we're gonna install the QA suspension components on the 73. So you guys will be able to get a good look of that going in. You'll be able to see how it operates. So you can kind of have like a real world experience before you shell out the books. We also in the process of becoming a dealer of QA1, so we're gonna be able to get those parts to you too. Stay tuned. If you need any parts, you make sure you call us. If you don't get me, you guys talk to Justin a lot, not even knowing as much as y'all do through the social media campaigns. If you get it Justin or me, he'll definitely get it to us, and we'll get it done. So y'all shoot Justin a link. You can hit me up. However, we're paying attention to your comments. Keep them coming. Let us know what you think. Let us know the good, the bad, and the ugly, so we can kind of make it even bigger and better on the next time. So stay tuned, guys. We love the support. Tell your mama about us. Tell your sister about us. You know what I mean? Tell your uncle about us. Everybody, share the page. Let us grow. We want to grow with you, man. VTSV Auto, we ain't going nowhere.